Hello, my name is Dr. J. Caligari. My students normally call me Dr. J, and I'd like to welcome you all to Criminology. I'm making this short video just to go over what we would go over in class if we were face-to-face, and I'm going to be looking at my computer a lot of the times to discuss these items with you, and just go over a few ground rules for the class and my expectations, and let you know who I am and how you can contact me. So in this class, we're going to have, there's going to be two academic assistants, Danielle and Tassie. Both Danielle and Tassie are very good at what they do. If you have any questions, you can email them. And if it's something that they can't answer, they will forward that to me. If you have any problems with them, email me. And if you have any problems with me, you can email my supervisor, which is the dean of the department. That being said, as you go through the course, most of the answers to your questions will be answered in the syllabus and in the weekly announcements. So before you start emailing every other day to your AA asking questions, be sure to look it up in the syllabus, see if you can find it in there. Syllabus is really easy to follow in these classes now. It's made into a booklet, which I guess we'll go and start with that first. So in the syllabus, if you look to the right, it has a table of contents, and it's a welcome to the course, and there's clickable links for each part of the syllabus. So we have assistance in communication, outcome and module learning objectives, materials and resources, which you will need your book for this class, technical information, and important dates. I want to start on these important dates. If you click on that, it's going to show you the last day to add or drop a course, the last day to receive a refund, payment for non-attendance, and last day to withdraw with a W. In addition, on the important dates, we have all of the module discussion dates, initial and reply posts. We have all the assignment dates due, and we have the exam dates due on here. If you have any questions about when something's due, you can look on that in the syllabus. We have the grading scale and coursework, which under that is the breakdown of it. It shows you how many points you need to get A, B, C, D, or F in here. So if you want to add up your points in your grade book to see how many you have and how many you need to score a certain thing, you can do that. Next, let's go on to discussions. There'll be weekly discussions in this class. When you click on them, there should be a link for a rubric for them, but I just want to go over what we expect with that. Your initial post on these is due on Wednesday night, and discussions are kind of like a birthday party. If you don't show up, if you show up late, the birthday party's over. So there's nothing you can do. You can't be part of it. You can still reply to people and get partial credit, but if you're beyond that date, you're not gonna get credit for it. According to the rubric, we show 150 words each for your initial post and for your response. Now, what those are going to do is those are going to require usually a citation. So as scientists and as criminal justice experts, we don't just say things. We don't just put our opinion out there. We always want to cite where we got their information from, whatever scientific source we use to get it. And one very, very important, I'm going to put a star right here, very, very important thing to do, and you'll get an email about this, is to do your first discussion before Wednesday night at midnight. That is an academic engagement activity that says that you are part of this class, that you have started it. If you don't do that, you will be immediately dropped from the class. So you need to do your initial post prior to midnight Wednesday night. If not, you will be dropped from the class, and if you want to get back in, you would have to contact the registrar, and paperwork has to be filled out to get that done, and you may get behind during that time. Let's continue on with the syllabus. We look at our assignments. Most of the assignments in this class are going to be going in your book and answering questions in your own words. Answering questions in your own words as part of a study guide, and you'll be able to use those answers to help you with your tests, which brings us to the exams. And let's talk about these exams. These exams are senior level, because this is a senior level class. You have 3 exams in this class. They are all open book, but they are all essay answers. There's several questions, 2 to 3 per test, where you have to answer in usually around 700 to 900 words, which is 2.5, 3 pages long. This will be the main part of your grade because it's going to tell me and your AAs whether you understand the material you've been reading or not. And when you put it in your own words and you're going over the answers to these questions in a way that shows that you understand these theoretical viewpoints, then we know that you've learned enough to pass criminology, basically. Let me be very clear on the use of artificial intelligence in my class. And there's a section, if you look in the syllabus, if you look under academic integrity and you look at the bottom, I have drafted a policy that I use in all my classes for the use of artificial intelligence, and I want to kind of read over it so you understand it. Using AI tools responsibly is an emerging skill. This course encourages awareness of AI's capabilities and limitations. When used appropriately as a drafting aid, that's the key point, drafting aid, AI can help develop ideas and refine work. However, directly copying or pasting off AI-generated content as one's own violates academic integrity. And you know what happens when you violate academic integrity. To uphold quality and transparency, please follow the following guidelines. First, evaluate AI-generated text critically before adopting it as your own. And when I say adopting it as your own, I don't mean copying and pasting. I mean using it as a guide. Fact-check claims and watch for factual errors or omissions. You are responsible for the content you submit. You cannot blame it on, I used AI and they were wrong. Secondly, disclose any use of generative AI tools by briefly explaining how you use them to assist your process. For example, you might describe using a tool to help brainstorm ideas or check grammar, and this promotes transparency. Third, focus prompts on clarifying your own thinking rather than outsourcing it. High-quality prompts elicit outputs that aid your learning and original analysis. Make sure you save the prompt language that you used and include this language in your disclosure of AI statement. So if you're done with your open book test and you used AI to brainstorm or to look up something, you would add that language at the bottom of your test after you've answered it. You would put that I used AI to brainstorm about this, and it helped me formulate what I wrote down. So again, when you're using AI and you're using it if you use it as a really smart friend that's helping you out with ideas, and if you're clear with it and you're concise and you're conscious with it, it can help you learn and it can help you formulate what you want to write. But if you use it solely at copying and pasting or just writing down what it says in different words, it's not going to make sense and it's not going to be good. A computer is what you put in it is what you get out, and if you don't put the right things in, you're not going to get the right things out. All right, so let's move on to late assignments. The policy is we don't accept any late assignments at all. If you're late on a quiz or an assignment or a discussion, you just simply won't get the points for it. Now, we do understand that there is exigent circumstances that happen from time to time, and if you can document those exigent circumstances, hopefully prior to when the due date is for the assignment of the exam, then we can look at your documentation. We can look at the proof that you had a legitimate reason. But I myself and the AAs are very, very busy, and we set times to grade things during the week. And if you haven't done it when we set the time to do it, then obviously you're not gonna be able to get the points for it. All right, let's go through the modules real quick and just see if I have anything that jumps out to me that I may be able to tell you guys to help you. So there is, if you look at the objectives, and upon completion of this model, you'll be able to, that's going to tell you what you need to learn for the module in your reading, and you will have to read your chapters. You're going to have, and this is some pretty interesting reading. To me, this is one of the most interesting classes that we teach because I'm a theory guy. But for example, you're in module 1, your assignment 1 is to read chapter 1 and answer the review questions on page 33 in 2 or more sentences. Again, these sentences cannot be, you have to answer these based on what you've read. Right in Module 2, which is the second week of class, we have that exam due. So be sure and get all your reading done before that. There's also a discussion and an assignment during that week. Module 3, there's an assignment and a discussion. Module 4, assignment and discussion. And all these have supplemental readings in them to help you out. And then Module 5, you have an assignment and discussion in Exam 2. And again, in Module 6, it's an assignment and discussion. In 7, you have your final open book exam, which is the last week of class. All right, so I think I've covered most of what we're going to do in this class. I appreciate you guys taking this class. If there's anything I can do to make it better, there's going to be a survey at the end of the class, so you'll be able to fill out and let me know how I'm doing on my job. And if you have any initial questions, I'm going to open the module on this Thursday, the Thursday before class opens. Open the Moodle, I'm sorry, and you'll have access to it throughout the weekend. If you send an email asking a question between Thursday and Monday, chances are it will not get answered until after Monday, until the course officially opens, simply because people start looking at it and it just overwhelms our email boxes. And we've got other things we're preparing for other classes as well. So again, if you have any questions, email your AAs or email me if it's something that they can't answer. And I wish you all the luck in the world in this class and hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.